Hello, Alicia Power here again, founder of soulmentoring.com. I'd like to thank you for watching this short video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Today I'd like to open up a topic which personally for me is extremely important, and I think for most people is a vital area to study within and inside of themselves, and that's the topic of what I call self-love or self-respect. The reason why this is absolutely vital for every single person on this planet is because it comes down to a very simple connection with their core self and whether they find that core self valuable. It's such a private, intimate, quiet thing, this relationship we have with our core self. It's away from the prying eyes, so to speak, of everyone else. How much of a connection do we have with that silent partner inside of ourselves, the part of us that's cruising with us, that's paralleling with us, with every single moment, with every single thought, with every single feeling we have. Excuse me. This extraordinary, quiet, back of the scenes, behind the scenes person, us, who watches and who observes, understands so much, is silent in its wisdom, is quiet about it, and it might nudge us forward in certain directions or even to help us hold back on something if it's not appropriate. But this silent partner, who is it? What is it? How does it play a role in our everyday feeling and thinking reality? And how much time do we spend observing that part of us or even noticing that it's there? And then there comes that next stage, which is once we get to know the silent, behind the scenes, so valuable part of us that witnesses and feels and perceives and understands so much and so quietly. When we turn around to look at it, how does it feel? How much time do we give it? How much value do we put on it? It's really an eternal question, because in a way, that silent part of us, that silent partner to our everyday thinking, waking reality, is an eternal part of us. You could say it's our soul. Looking through our eyes. When we're looking in a mirror, for example, and we look at our own eyes, who is looking back at us? How deep do those eyes go? I'd love you, as a fun experiment, to play with this idea. In the mornings, when you're brushing your teeth and washing your face, to look up into the mirror and to take 2 minutes, but make them fully conscious, awake, concentrated minutes. And that's a long time. To look deeply into your own eyes and to feel and sense someone looking back at you. And that someone looking back at you may not have a name, may not have a personality. You may not feel you know them. They may be very calmly and steadily looking back at you, without a label, actually without an age, and actually without any concept. You can't put a finger on it. What is it that's looking back at you? On an awesome and extremely powerful process to exercise your conscious self, to observe your eternal self. It's such a simple process. If you do it every morning, to take 2 minutes of your time silent, focused, 100% present minutes, 2 of them, to look into your own eyes and to very, very concentratedly, with deep stillness inside of yourself, to just simply be focused, nothing else in your mind, and feel, dive below the logical mind and observe any instinctive, subtle feelings you're getting or impressions you're getting. Impressions are absolutely fine. It doesn't have to be loud and clear. It can be just an impression. Those subtle, quiet, gentle, off-the-side impressions are the treasures. They're the gold nuggets. If you learn to put your attention gently on those subtle side impressions that fleetingly just float across your consciousness screen, you will start noticing the beyond intelligence that can communicate to you so simply through those subtle knowings and nuances and impressions. It's an extremely smart thing to do, to begin to pick up on those very, very subtle indicators. It's extremely smart. It's highly intelligent to begin to train yourself to observe them. Simply because the higher soul aspects of you, as well as the vast tracts of consciousness, that is the spirit world, the mentors of love and light that are constantly observing your soul and mentoring it and guiding it and nudging it and gently caring for it constantly, like a mother just gently looking after its child. These beings are real. They do exist. I've communicated with them for 20 years lucidly in detail. But let's just talk about the stillness and the beingness of your soul, of your own personal soul, the part of you that is eternal, the part of you that witnesses your own learning curves every moment, let alone every minute, let alone every hour, let alone every day, let alone every year, let alone throughout your entire lifetime. This silent witness. Really, it is the driver of the car, which is you, in a sense, your personality and your body being the car. And yet that silent witness, in a sense, is the driver of it. It sits there and observes all the capability of your car, the capability, the potential of you as a personality, of all your skills and your talents and everything you have learned in this lifetime. The type of personality that you are, your capabilities of courage, your mental agility, your intellectual capability. It understands all of that and it uses all of that. And you know, the most extraordinary secret is that it uses all of those skills and capabilities and aspects of you for a very simple reason. And it's quite a simple one reason, that it uses all those aspects of you. And that reason is to fulfill itself and to nourish itself, the soul. So it guides you, the personality you, into circumstances where you feel yourself loving and being loved, nourishing something outside of you and feeling nourished. It's actually quite basic. It's actually incredibly simple. Nourishment, love, contribution, where something contributes to you and you contribute to something else. So contribution is really the meal that your soul is looking for. Because in the act of contribution, in the moment of contribution, your soul receives something. It notices and remembers that whatever you're contributing to is made of the same isness, the same beingness as itself is. So by contributing to whatever there is outside of you as a person, whatever it is, a person, a pet, contributing to nature, to the environment, to Mother Earth, whatever it is, there is this extraordinary knowing in your soul that it's nourishing itself, because whatever is outside of it is made of the same material, is made of the same consciousness, is made of the same energy, is made of the same, you could always call it quantum love. Everything outside of you is made of that quantum love that is the same substance that the soul is made of. So when we cuddle a child, when we love our parents, when we love our family, when we love our beloved ones, whoever they are, when we love the project we're working on where it feels contributive, the love itself is what is nourishing to the soul. When we communicate in front of an audience and we deliver something to the audience which is nourishing and uplifting and educative to the audience, where you know that they are expanded, they've learned something new that day, in that moment. The feeling of contribution is actually a feeling of love. You've given something of love from your higher perception, from your higher knowledge, to whoever it is that you've communicated to. And in that transaction, there is an extraordinary joy that comes back to the soul. And it is that it's actually felt love, given love. It's sort of being love, because it is actually love. It's revealed itself in that contributive aspect, and it's also seen itself in its true form and its true essence, which is love. It's an extraordinary secret that I think it's extremely important for people to realize. So the topic today is about self-love, self-respect. And my suggestion is to find ways to contribute, find ways to give love or nurturing or nourishment to something outside of yourself, because actually what you're doing is loving yourself. So just a small tip here for today. I really appreciate your time listening to this video, and it gives me enormous pleasure to support you and to contribute to you. It gives me enormous pleasure to contribute to you. So thank you so much. Alicia Power here, founder of soulmentoring.com. Please feel free to visit our website, soulmentoring.com. There are a lot of free courses that are available, a lot of free audios, some extraordinary content that will take you deeper into understanding yourself. Thank you so much.